Hello, I want to show you how I use anvil.works to create a simple financial calculator to calculate present value. This is a time value of money calculation, so hopefully this should be quick. Anvil.works allows you to create apps, and we're going to create a new app for free using the Anvil free package. And here is our interface where we're going to start adding our components. So this will be, we'll want to make it white. We're going to bring in a few components for our present value formula. So we want about 3 text boxes. I believe that should be it. We want the future value, the interest rate, and the time component. So let's drag that in here. We'll label that out, add some labels next to these. Here we want our future value. And here on our right side, we're able to label these things. Future value, we want our interest. How much our interest rate, and we'll just and we want our time. Time in years. Put it to the right. Alright, we'll just go back in here and just label this. So that we can refer to it on our code. Call this rate, and we'll call this time. And we'll add a button so that we could calculate. And we will make it right color. We'll add a little spacer here so that we could adjust it a little bit nicer. There. And we'll add a label. And another label here. And this is where we're going to just show our present value. Bold this, and here, call this PV. Alright, so our main app is working, or is set up. Now we're just going to go into our code. We're going to hit double click calculate. So when we calculate, we want to get our rate equals our self dot text box rate dot text we have our time equals self and our future value equals dot text, and actually we want to convert these all into integers. Because these are number. And now we're going to create our formula. So our present value formula will equal our future value divided by 1 plus our rate, which we will multiply by 0.01. And then we're going to use exponent for our component of time. And then we want to modify this to be sure to, actually we'll just say self.label equals PV. And that should be it. Let's take a look. Now if we hit run, we're able to name our app and share this out, and immediately everybody else calculator on the web could see it. If they have one link, rename it, it runs. Here's what the app looks like. Maybe want to adjust this a little bit, but let's say we want to get a 5,000. Want to get $5,000 in the future. Interest rate, let's put it at 5%, and let's say within the next I don't know, 10 years. We'll calculate, and one thing here, we want to say this dot text. So easy enough to troubleshoot. Again, 5,000, say 10% in 5 years. And there is what we will need to invest today if we want to get 5,000 in 5 years. So 3,104.60 cents. We want to simplify this and not have it at 2 decimal points. So we will come in here and say our PV equals, we'll use the Python string to f percent PV. Alright, let's run that one more time. Let's say we want to get 10,000. Interest rate at 15% for 30 years. So we will have to invest $151.03 in order to get $10,000 in the next 30 years. We'll just do one little final. We'll just align this a little bit better to the right, and that's it. Now we're able to share our app. Create a public link that anybody could access. And now the app is ready and accessible. And we could add forms to this website, add multiple calculator, add different components, and so forth. But that's how simple it is to create a present value calculation in your website using anvil.works.